Hi everyone, it's Cherie from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop, and today we are making a really cute little tri-fold keepsake. You can do pictures, journaling. This is just the shell to it. Once we get it together, you'll see how cute it is. So it did come from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs, and it is called Journal Stationery. The number is 1956. If you log on to Little Scraps of Heaven Designs.com and scroll down on the bottom left, you'll have the search bar. You can either type in 1956 or Journal Stationery, whatever is easier to you. I did import it into Cricut Design Space and did not change any of the sizes. So for my base, I did go with the color Carrot by American Crafts. And I know you guys already know that I've talked about the Seasons pack by Doodlebug Designs. I used pumpkin spice, and this one I don't remember, but it came out of the same pack. I just didn't save my little banner, unfortunately, because this was scraps, but it went together perfectly, so that's going to be what we use. Now, I went ahead, and the only reason I didn't change all of my designer paper is because this one's going to be covered up by like a little scallop border, and you can use it as a pocket. So I didn't want to lose the entire sheet of designed paper, so we kind of just left it with something simple that, oh goodness, I was okay with covering up. There we go. I didn't want to move the rest of the way. I'm not fast forwarding this video because sometimes voiceovers are easy, sometimes they're overwhelming, but also it's a lot more personable when you kind of know how our mind thinks with pieces. Now, I started this project this morning, and you would think by looking at it, it's pretty simple. I have been on it for 14 hours off and on. And I don't mean continuously, because I step back, I look at it, I come back, rinse and repeat. Oh goodness, where is my tea ruler? There it is, sorry. And I will look at it, rinse and repeat, and come back over and over again. Reason being is sometimes looking at it a second and a third time will give you a different perspective, and I will show you guys the error. Not an error. It's not an error. It's never an error. Happy mistake, like Bob Ross used to say. I will show you guys the contemplation and the changing I did. Oh, I know some of you guys are going to ask. This is called a tea ruler. It is by Mr. Pen, and I got it from Amazon. This is what I use to line up my pieces when I scrapbook as far as my photo mats. That way they are all even. And I also have the We Are Memory Keepers laser pointer, but I don't have new batteries for it, so I didn't pull that out. But this ensures that my squares are all even. I'm not talking top from bottom, just as far as my seam is gonna be straight across on the bottom. So I started this morning, and I cut out colors that looked really good and went together until you laid them on top of each other. So if you guys follow me, you guys hear me talk about dry piecing a lot. The reason I tell everybody to, if you're new or not new, I've been scrapbooking for almost 20 years. No, over 20 years now, sorry. And I still have to dry piece. Reason being is I will show you guys what I came up with for this versus what I ended up using in entirety. So to start, like I said, this is the pumpkin spice strip, the one with the little leaves, and this is out of the same Seasons pack, but I don't have the strip name. I started with this, which I thought, excuse me, was going to be really cute using a lighter orange in the color apricot, but it did not give me enough of a pop for it to be prominent enough. Now, don't throw these away because you can create another one for a friend, or you can overstuff one and use a second one and change the base color. And this would actually look great on something else other than the dark orange. So I went with the color Sunflower and Truffle by American Crafts, and we're going to use these two because it shows up a lot better. We'll do that at the end though. But because these are so universal, where you can make them for holidays, occasions, just because, a birthday, a friend, don't ever get rid of your scraps. Now, this title does not come with it. This is just something we decided to add to bring in where it flowed for fall, and they're customizable. So what you're gonna get when it's closed is the stamp, which I did cut out in the carrot and apricot. Apricot is the deeper, lighter color, and the carrot is the darker, brighter color. And these are American Crafts. So what comes in the file is going to be this stamp, which is displayed on the outside of it in the picture, like so. But I didn't really want the stamp. It wasn't going to be anything fancy for me as far as, this would be cute like if I went to Cancun, or, I mean, we've been in so many places, just a different place where I could write Cancun and even get a copy of my passport stamp. So the other thing I did is this strip here in the color Apricot comes like this, where you're going to glue side to side. But I wanted it just to have more of a little pocket effect, so I stretched it out to make it as long as the height of your insert here. And all I did was stand it next to it and just increase the height. And I then wrapped it around this piece, flipped it over, scored it, and folded it. That way it was just like so. And it doesn't matter where you glue this. You do not even have to do this. You can use the piece that comes with it. I just wanted a little bit bigger of a piece. I usually overstuff all of my books, my scrapbooks. You guys should see some of my scrapbooks. They are stuffed to the max. So having a little bit more room is perfect for me. You might not need as much or want as much, so you can just use just a strip. And I recommend just putting a little glue on each of the ends and holding it down for just a moment. And it will dry. But I wanted to be able to stick stuff behind it and have more where it will close but hold everything. Now the other change that I made, I cut out, the scallop is just one, but I cut it out in two to give it a little bit of an effect. And it's going to be the same height as your insert. But once again, I wanted a little bit more room for my pocket, so I turned it sideways in Design Space. And this is the one, I increased the height, so it's the same height as my booklet instead of just my insert. I cut two at the same size. And what I did is I figured out where I was going to want it, turned it over, and just sliced off the extra. That way I didn't have to fuss with it, making sure it was in the right spot. So we're going to glue this down, and I'm sorry the video's a little bit long. I just wanted to make sure that I covered all the bases, but I already have my Halloween paper picked out for my next one. I do create actually quite a few different styles of books, and unfortunately some of them don't have a template because I've done them myself, and I absolutely enjoy doing them. I have a cinch machine, and I even did one without a cinch machine. I think I posted it on my Facebook at one point on my page, but it was just a Halloween book. It's up there. I was showing a friend today. I enjoy doing these. They're so fun. So for this little pocket, we're not going to touch the scallop side. We're just going to go right around. You can use double-sided permanent sticky tape, the roll. I do have those as well, which now that I'm thinking about it, that probably would have been a little bit easier for me. but that's okay. We shall prevail. Make sure you get edge to edge though, because you want to ensure that it's going to stay if you put anything in it. So this is the color Apricot and Truffle on the inside. And I just went with lighter just so you could see that there would be a just a little bit of a difference, not where it was the same colors inside and out, but already it's already so cute, and I haven't even done anything to it really. Now here is some ways you can customize it. I know that it is fall, not Thanksgiving yet, but I'm planning on using this year. So I cut out some numbers, and this is just more ways to customize it. And all I did was take a text with a font. I played with different fonts until I got one that I liked in Cricut Design Space. And this is what we got so far for the inside. Now, it does come with a tag and a little square, so it is up to you if you would like to put photos on this or smooth cardstock for journaling, or use one side and the other. The other thing is you can cut out 2 of these and actually make it a double-sided little piece if you'd like. It's up to you. These are so customizable the way you want them, and you're gonna fix them up to accommodate your needs, or, you know, your insight on how you have an idea that it should be done. I just went with something that's fall colors because the weather's changing, and I know that we've all taken our kids to pumpkin patches, and even as adults, my husband and I still go. Whether my teenager comes or not, that's up to her. If I can get her out of her dungeon, sometimes she'll come. But I have pictures. We take pictures. My husband loves selfies, and me, not so much. As I've gotten older, I'd rather take pictures than be in them, but you know, it's fun for keepsakes, and so if it appeases him, we'll do it. So I'm going to add something to this, just a brad, because I want to. You can poke it through yourself. You can use, what is that? Just a X-Acto knife and punch it right through if you like. But I went through all my old brads that I had, and I love these so much. I have them from forever long ago, and I just figured it would be perfect with the flower and the glitter with, you know, just the different offsets of shades. So we're going to put this under here, and this gets tucked into this. We're going to close it up. Actually, let me take this out. So what I did is I added a Velcro strip onto it. You can put any closure you want, a brad with some twine. And we are going to close this up and then stick it in. Let me just give myself a little room. And this is just me. My little Velcro's there and there. I'm gonna now put my pieces, my title. And the reason my fall's gonna go a little crooked is I did do a couple hearts, and I'm gonna add a heart to the inside as well. I will show you guys. But you can keep adding. You can add, what was I doing earlier? Oh, you can cut out more of the inserts. I was looking for the word. And do them plain and put them on the outside as well. They're not necessarily only for the inside. You can cut them out in smooth cardstock and let your kids draw on them and design them as a keepsake. These are things that you'll look back on. I know I've come across mine, and I'm just like, man, I miss when they were so little. Those are the fun times. But grandkids, students, you know, if you babysit, nieces, nephews, or you, if you want to. I know I used to doodle a lot, and that was a huge thing for me, and I could sit there and doodle a whole outside. Just cut out some smooth cardstock and start doodling, and when you get it finished, then you just add it on, and you'll have an outside cover. But these are so customizable that it's fun. And I can add more words down here. So my thought was a heart for the little the little enclosure opening, just to kind of give it a little bit more sturdiness. You don't have to do this. This, like I said, it comes with the stamp and the little tags, but it doesn't come with any of the words. So your creativity is your endless possibilities. So I'm gonna let these dry, but so far, here's our little book. We're gonna open it. You can use a magnet. I have magnets as well. It's really up to you what you prefer. You can even just throw this in here, but here is our finished book, and I just think it came out so cute. Thank you for watching. Any questions, feel free to ask. Somebody always catches it. Again, I used a color. Sunflower is the yellow, truffle is the brown by American Crafts. It is textured. And this bright orange is going to be carrot. The light orange inside is the color apricot. And I will catch you guys later. Take care.